Hello, it's me. Hey guys, it's Isabel. I'm looking a little crazy because I just came from school because I didn't have time to film yesterday. It's a whole big story. Anyways, so today, I don't know what I'm going to title this, but I had a crazy Spanish teacher. He was like, okay, I'm just going to get straight into it because I don't really have much to say. I'm running out of battery. I have to go to the bank. Okay, my 8th grade year, it was 8th grade. My Spanish teacher was awful. He would speak in Spanish like the whole time. Like almost the whole time, and he was like, if you don't understand me, ask someone who speaks Spanish. Like it was a non-native class. Like we didn't speak Spanish, or you weren't supposed to. Like some of the kids in there did, just because they were like easy A. So basically, like I had my tongue surgery, and he would do like these things where it was like presentations every day, and like I couldn't speak. I was like, I would struggle so much, especially because I didn't know the language. Like it was just really hard. So my mom emailed him and was like, hey, can you stop making my daughter speak in class? Like she doesn't know how to speak yet. And he was like, oh yeah, totally. I don't remember exactly what happened, but basically he like was just like, okay. Then like for 2 weeks he like made me present still, and I was like, what? So my mom emailed the principal and was like, and because this was happening in other classes too, like I didn't want to read out loud, I didn't want to present, like, so my mom emailed the principal, was like, if you could like tell my daughter's teachers that she just had surgery, like she can't really talk that well, and like tell them to stop presenting or like reading out loud. Like that'd be really nice, thank you. And like he would do it sometimes, but like I obviously can't get out of everything, but like most of the time, well, some of the times he would have you just present in the class, which he wasn't supposed to do. Like the principal told him not to. And the other times I would just go like in before school because it was my first period. And I would just show it to him. This teacher was crazy. He would only talk in Spanish. He would always make me present when I didn't want to present. And like I would be absent a lot because I was like considered like kind of special needs, if you will. Not really special needs, but basically like I had a bunch of doctor's appointments, especially in the mornings. I would always have them in the mornings or at lunch or in my last period. I would have speech therapy and I would have physical therapy, and they're both 1 hour, so I would miss a lot of first period. And like since I was considered like special needs or whatever you want to call it, I was allowed to be absent as much as I wanted to because I just had surgery and I needed to go. Or like I wouldn't be able to like speak or eat or move my face because my face was paralyzed. Both of those stories will be linked down below. A lot happened. And he would always get mad at me. He's like, why weren't you here? Why weren't you here? And I would walk in late, like 5 minutes before the class was over. He's like, where were you? And I was like, at the doctor's. And he was like, this early? Like you're lying, you just ditched. And I was like another thing I hated that he would do is he would always get mad at me for not knowing Spanish. Like I live in a city like very close to Mexico, and he's always like if you live here, how do you not know Spanish? Like talking to me like I'm stupid. And I was like, oh, that's just like so like dumb. Like why would you get mad at someone for not knowing a language? That doesn't make any sense. Like if you didn't know English, I wouldn't be angry at you. Like that doesn't make any sense, and he would always get mad at me for it. Another thing is that like he was like, I want to say racist. Like he would say racist stuff all the time. Like there was this kid in my class who had very pale skin, and he was like 11 years old, like 11, and like he drank milk like a lot, like because we would get like breakfast cartons, and he would like get milk, and like if someone didn't want their milk, like he would drink their milk. I don't know, this kid loved milk. And like the teacher was like, he was like, Michael, the reason you're so white is because you drink so much milk. And the kid started crying, like actually. And I was like one of the days I walked in late, and I just walked into him crying, and I was like, Jackie, what happened? Because I had Jackie for this class. That's the only thing that made it bearable. He was like, Jackie, what happened? She like told me, and I was like, what? And there's this other kid in our class, and he was African American, so he had dark skin, and like the teacher would always make jokes about him not having a dad because he was like, what? And about how he was like poor, and I was just like, what? And like the kid didn't like cry about it or anything. Like the other kid did. Like he was just like okay, just cause like he was black, I guess. And he was like who says that? Like, you don't have a dad because you're black. Like, he would say stuff like that all the time. I don't know, it was just so weird. He was really weird. He was an Uber driver. I don't know, it was just I kind of just like, he was an Uber driver. But yeah, I know this was a very short story, but if you have a teacher like this, don't be afraid to like tell them to quit their shiz, because I really wish I did, but like my 12-year-old was like, no. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know what I'm doing. Please subscribe. If you want more stories about my teachers, I can do that. They won't be as short probably. What other teachers? I could make stories about a lot of teachers actually, but this was like probably like one of the worst ones. I don't remember it clearly. Like, I could make so many stories about him. He was crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Subscribe, like, comment. I don't know. Okay, bye.